Hi, I'm Dave Barnes.
And I'm John McLaughlin.
And welcome to Dadville.
Dadville is a podcast where we talk about life, love, and the pursuit of awesome dadding.
It's funny thoughts and deep talks.
So please, enjoy your time here in Dadville and enjoy this episode with Matt Wertz.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. This Monday night, witness the end of an era. John Cena takes center stage for his final appearance ever on Monday Night Raw. One last match, one unforgettable farewell. Come celebrate the legacy of a true WWE legend. Monday Night Raw, November 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, only on Netflix. Be there for the moment everyone will be talking about.
So you were just commenting, both of you were just commenting on my outfit,
cool
which
hoodie.
is, you know, to be expected.
What do you, I know that you don't laugh at me because I'm wearing one too. What do you call these?
Hoodie.
A hoodie.
Yeah.
So a hoodie's not just this, it's the whole
All three
thing.
of us are wearing hoodies.
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Should we rank them?
Wait.
No.
Okay.
It's not just the hood, but it's the, what?
What else would it be?
When I think of hoodie, I think of a
Just the
hoodie
hood?
as an appendage to a sweatshirt.
No.
The whole thing
The
is
whole
called
thing
a
is
hoodie.
a hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a sweatshirt without a hoodie is a sweatshirt.
Is a sweatshirt. Okay.
Right. So I got this
Well,
hoodie.
it's a non-hooded sweatshirt.
Oh, gosh.
You just say sweatshirt for short?
Red hooded sweatshirt.
That's what we did in Kansas City
Ding-dong.
growing up.
Oh, yeah, that is a regional thing.
Coke or pop or soda?
Coke all day, every day.
I think when I was younger, Coke was everything.
I think it's Coke, too.
Oh, wow.
But then I think it switched to pop at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had maybe it was a daylight savings time thing where we switched.
Because y'all didn't, right?
Y'all did.
Indiana
We
never did.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
switch the time, but you switched out what you called.
That threw me. I
Like, we
remember
have to switch something.
I almost got bit really bad once in a show early days. It may have been you and I both were.
Well, the
but like
fans were
livid.
rabid.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but I
rabid
didn't
fans.
know that you guys didn't change, and it was like
Oh, yeah.
dangerously close because I think maybe the day
Oh.
before I was like, "What time should I leave?" And then I was like, "Wait, what? What do you mean if they don't?"
Wait a minute.
They're like the only state in the whole thing
I
that
know.
wasn't.
There's this tiny little circle, central Indiana, and then a tiny little one in around Phoenix. There's those two areas.
Is it farming related?
Everything in Indiana is farming related.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though about
or the
that?
movie Hoosiers.
I
Or
love
basketball related?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Basketball adjacent.
I love if you put two little pins on the map of where myself and my wife were born.
No.
They're in those tiny little
John.
circles
What?
where they don't change.
She was born in Arizona?
Yeah.
No.
I mean that's what
John,
she tells
that's
me.
I feel like that's actually significant.
Yeah.
It
That's
is.
a weird.
Was that kind
our
of the-
love will never change.
Was that
It's timeless.
Was
Give me
that kind
1
of the
second.
main connection point?
As I go
Yeah.
for my guitar.
Was that like one of the main connection points early on in your dating?
Yeah, I was like, hey, did you switch time zones? You didn't? What's your last name, girl?
Hey, what's up, girl?
You want to change it?
I'm about to change it.
Hey,
Okay,
I know we
we're
don't
off
change.
topic.
I know we don't change things much, but I like to change it.
I want to change that last name, girl.
So yeah, I'm wearing a hoodie. It's a green hoodie.
It's a cool hoodie.
Dave likes my hoodie, and I was.
Well, hang on. I like it too.
John likes it too. And
Your outfit is, I would describe it as, it's the, the section in Rolling Stone where it shows celebrities walking to get coffee.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
that's
this
you
outfit.
nailed that.
Oh yeah.
It
But
looks
Matt-
thrown together.
But Matt is
it's
always, even in your most slub, you're still repping.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of the biggest, like one of Barrett Ward's favorite stories that he tells is honestly, like I hope he tells it at my funeral, which is like when we went to Africa. And have you heard him tell the story? He talks about how like we're in, the freaking.
Who can I just say, him telling it is so apropos because if there is a anti-hero to your hero, it is Barrett Ward.
Yeah. So I mean, take this with a grain of salt because Barrett wore tape on his glasses for 3 years instead of like replacing them.
I forgot about that.
And he was running a fashion company,
Which is
The irony.
unbelievable.
The irony.
So, but he recalls we were in. I can't remember if we were in Kenya or where we were, but like we had to get up super early to get on it. Or maybe it was just he and I. Maybe it was a trip that he and I went to. I can't remember if it was like all of us or just.
I forgot y'all did one.
We did
just
one
two,
to
y'all.
just Uganda for like a long weekend, which was hilarious. Trying to fit it in before my tour started.
Oh, because you needed to see the stuff y'all were talking about.
I wanted to see stuff so that I could talk about it with like authority and conviction. And anyway, he talks about like waking up, everybody's tired, and we're just like throwing clothes on to like whether like get on a bus or something to. And he remembers like Matt, like everybody's just throwing clothes on, but like when Matt throws his clothes on, it's like. Everything looks like perfect.
Oh, dude.
Like everything looks like perfectly like, yeah, that's cool. And like and he's like saying, I don't look like that.
I wouldn't be so if Barrett is the anti-hero to you, I'm 2 clicks in from Barrett. So it's like I think when we met, that was like a really challenging part of our friendship for me, was realizing like I don't ever think about what I wear, and Matt always looks cool. And it was like everything, I had to up so many parts of my game, which you helped with.
Well, I think that Wertz is here's my guess on your secret. Like Dave, you and I both have a good portion of our wardrobes that is not go out ready.
Right.
We're never going to make the cover or that page in Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
With the my Target
I think
shorts.
it's like People Magazine or Us Weekly.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave and I subscribe to all 3 of those. Okay. So then you got to make the decision like, well, should I wear the cool stuff?
Yeah.
Wertz only has cool stuff.
Yeah. There's no even his slub is cool slub.
I do think
it's like it's open. What was it? Outdoor Voices.
What would
like,
you call like? So
worse.
your floor is kind of close to my ceiling.
I just can't like. So I think you're right in that I don't buy stuff a ton. I mean, I remember when we were early on, dude.
Bro.
We
go to like
were
doing those diesel tours.
We were like Urban Outfitters. What is this? And we would just go. And I'm trying to remember how much we actually spent because it felt like
a lot.
We were shopping a lot. But I'm looking back. I'm like, I don't think we were spending that much money.
I just remember that you introduced me to diesels, and that for me. And look, $225 is still a ton of money.
Is that how much they were back then?
Yes.
They were $225.
Yes.
Okay, I was trying.
Or
to
maybe
remember that.
$175. Like if we got the
Right around
cheaper
there.
ones.
Yeah.
I
that
mean,
were,
when
like,
I
out
bought
of
my
season.
first diesel jeans, my net worth went down by like 40%.
Oh, yeah. My
You know.
401k definitely took a hit. If I even had, I didn't know what that
one.
meant
Yeah,
at the time. But it's funny because I think you're right. I think it's just that when I would save up enough to actually go buy a pair of those, it was like cataclysmic what it did to my budget.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like you said, I don't remember going anywhere else. When we would go to Ragstack or somewhere, and buy like vintage clothes.
Oh man, I remember going to Austin with you, with like those early Austin trips where we would like have like a week in Austin, and we would just like be wakeboarding, like we would just hang out all week, and then we'd play, and we go to like these sorority houses. Dude, this was like the craziest thing ever. We would like
Do you
couple
know
different
this,
times.
John?
I think I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the people that had us, like these guys were promoters, and Evan Blanc was in.
Shout out to Evan.
Shout out to Evan. Haven't seen or talked to you in a long time. BJ
7
Olin
seconds in
was
Evan.
in Lubbock, and I think BJ like this was his brainchild, but he would like have us come in on Sunday,
Yeah.
and then we would go around to all the chapter meetings of fraternity and sororities. And we would play a song and announce the show on Thursday or whenever it was. And by the time, and then on Thursday, there were like, it was sold out. It was huge. And we
a great strategy.
It was awesome. But we would have all this time to kick it in these towns. And in Austin, there was, amazing vintage. And I just remember going to vintage stores and buying like
We go ham.
old, like Nike, like vintage Nike shirts,
like a
or
Journey tour shirt or something.
Tour shirts. I still have a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. It's so funny you bring that up. Friend of the pod, Chad Carter. Shout out to Chad at Porter's Call. I was telling him that story yesterday because somehow, he was talking about he was somewhere and somebody's my name came up because somebody's wife was like, oh my gosh, like sorority days for me in college, like. That's whatever they listen to a lot.
My 14-year-old self would be freaking out right now.
Yeah,
Like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. What about your 35-year-old
Happy
self?
40th.
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke. But I told him, and we laughed so hard because I was like, Chad, I don't know in my life if I've ever felt. I don't even know how to describe that feeling of being a guy with a guitar and I remember vividly one of them, especially walk. I think it was at UT Austin.
Yeah.
Like you said. And I remember BJ was like, all right, or Evan or whoever said that was like, hey, here's what we're going to do to promote the show this weekend. We're going to have y'all go to the sorority houses and play for their chapter meetings.
And it was like right in like a little, it was like a cul-de-sac, all of them right there.
Yeah, and we split it up. You did whatever the 3 or 4, I did 3 or 4. And I just remember walking in the back of those and being like, oh boy, this is an interesting energy. Because, and I say this, and I'm proud to be able to say this, you and I had zero intentions of anything with that. Like, and I want to make that really clear, and I think that's maybe why God let those things work.
Yeah.
Because there was no part of me that was walking in like, what's up, ladies?
Oh, yeah.
It felt good to have, all these
attention.
girls listen.
Oh, yeah.
But I just remember getting to the front of one of those, and it was like, is this what, like, baby lions feel like with hyenas? Because it was the only time in my life I've ever felt like that, where every girl was just like, and who are you, Mr. Guitar Man?
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, this was the beginning of, not the beginning, but this is like the Mayor Mraz, what we were doing in that. I mean, you know this, John. Like, that was when that was like really kind of in its ascendancy.
Yeah.
So I never took it as like, oh, I'm like super handsome and got great songs. I just think it was like on the menu culturally.
Right.
And I just remember we did a tech and we did a UT Austin, and I remember like we would check in and both of our eyes were like,
well,
saucers.
dude, and here's the other thing too. You gotta remember, like, Dave has nothing fancy,
and that's what I played.
And of course, it was what you played.
And I'm like,
that's what I would have played.
I have nothing to compete with
Matt
Wertz.
That's a lie.
No, I mean, I'm like,
you had Sweetness and Starlight.
I'm about to cut your mic off.
You had
right
Red
now.
Meets
No,
Blue.
No, I mean, but like, Nothing Fancy was like, it is just like the most efficient little, like,
it is.
It's just this little
efficient.
Like pill of, it's like a little love pill that you can swallow. It goes down so easy.
Oh, that
it's
is
so
unbelievable.
it's so
true.
like just right there, and I'm like, and mine's like, I don't know. I just always felt so insecure about, like, I maybe Red Meets Blue.
Yeah,
or,
that would be.
I mean, maybe I played Count. I don't know if I had Counting to
Counting
100.
100, yeah,
like,
of
but it
course.
was probably one of those. But like, even still, I'm like, dude, Nothing Fancy. Or you'd play like Grace's Amazing Hands or something. I'm like, dude, this is not fair. And like,
God, I just remember. It's funny you brought that up though, because I told Chad, I was like, dude, me and Wertz did this thing where he started laughing immediately. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's exactly what you think.
It was so effective.
Yeah.
But back to the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So
you got oil on it.
So I've owned 2 of these sweatshirts.
They're cool.
Thank you. And the
Hoodies.
first one,
They're hoodies.
Hoodies. Golly.
Hooded sweatshirts.
Hooded sweatshirt.
Yeah, I'm on a ding dong.
Sweatshirt with hood. And the first one I owned for maybe 2 weeks, and I got an oil. I think I got like maybe popcorn. I spilled maybe popcorn on it or something. Yeah. And then I tried to clean it and or like remove the stain. And dude, this was like a classic, like JoJo the Idiot Circus boy who just like I pet it and I and like I just kept making it worse and worse.
You're like, I think red wine gets oil out.
Dude, I kept
Do we have any blood?
digging the hole deeper to the point where I'm like, eventually I'm like, maybe so I get like I have this little brush, like a little it's got horsehair.
Oh,
and I
geez.
was like, okay, I'm gonna take Goo Gone
That's an
and
interesting
put
approach.
Goo Gone on the horsehair brush, and I'm gonna
Is that
just
a planet in Star Wars?
Goo Gone. Yeah.
He's from the Gugan
yeah.
Galaxy.
And I start rubbing it, and dude, I think the Goo Gone mixed with the horsehair, it made a black stain. So then I was like, well, now I got to get the black
There is a
stain
mom
out.
that is listening to this right now that is in
Screaming,
her
"Baking soda!"
Odyssey. She's in her Honda Odyssey screaming, you never put Goo Gone on horsehair.
I know.
Why would you
On
ever put Goo
horsehair.
You get a black thing. You get a black thing every time.
Yeah.
Well, then I was like, okay, maybe I'll like baking soda, and I did like the vinegar, and then okay, so that's starting to work. I mean, and no. Then I had like then it bleached it, like or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that's
and
when
then I was like, okay, so then I was like,
Wait, you kept going after it bleached it?
oh, dude, I went so far.
Wait, walk me through. Why did you think it was going to unbleach it?
Oh, no. So I think what happened was the baking soda.
You're like, then I get on Amazon, I get the dye from the color of the shirt.
Right.
So
what
then
I did
start
was
over
I
again.
used a stain stick, a shout stain, or one of those stain sticks. That's ultimately what bleached it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Once
the
it's
words
bleached.
that were spoken.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure Annie was just like, oh, like, I just want this done. Like, I was miserable. I was miserable to be around.
She just cut it. She got
because this
scissors
is an
and cut it.
expensive
She's
sweat.
like,
This is an expensive hoodie.
Yeah.
This is not like you know,
Do you feel
Costco.
comfortable disclosing the price?
I think it was like $300.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like a $300 hoodie.
You could get like 1.25 pairs of jeans, diesel jeans. with that.
jeans.
You know
Right.
what you could do with that is that y'all could have made stuff out of the material of it though, like a little nappy.
So here's what
Did you ever think of getting like a big like book it pin, just putting it right there,
book it.
like a patch.
Oh, the weather outside. Oh, I don't think we can sing that for rights.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true, 'cause
Well,
the
they know.
budget's
Yeah.
tight.
It's tight.
Well, I'll say this, and I'll
Yeah.
say it for free. Dave, when it's cold mornings and the holiday plans,
yeah.
I just want my wardrobe to be simple.
It's usually so complicated, John.
I know. I want simplicity when it's like holiday times.
Yeah.
Stuff that looks sharp
Ooh.
and feels
Okay.
good, right? Things
Yeah.
that I will actually
Yes,
wear.
that's
And
right.
for me, that's Quince.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And the holiday bonus, Quince pieces make great gifts too.
That's right. You're right about Quince being right and great for gifts. Not just clothes. Quince also has anything for home, bath, kitchen, or travel.
That's right. This season's lineup is simple but smart and easy with Quince. Like $50 cashmere sweaters that feel like an everyday luxury
For a day.
and wool coats that are equal parts stylish and durable.
None of those things have been said about me before, John. And John, their denim nails the fit and everyday comfort at a fraction of what you'd expect to pay.
Now, Dave, question for you. What makes Quince different?
I knew you were going to ask me that, John. Quince partners directly with ethical factories and skips the middleman, so you get top-tier fabrics and craftsmanship at half the price of similar brands. That's just me summing it up.
Well,
real quick.
Dave, you got it right. That's
Yeah.
the right answer. Now,
No.
give and get timeless holiday staples that last this season with Quince. Go to quince.com/dadbill for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
That's almost every day of the year, John. That's QUINCE.com/Dadville to get free shipping and 365-day returns.
Also, Dave, I'm surprised you didn't mention this, but Quince is available in Canada now.
It's quince.com/Dadville. John, cooler
Yep.
temps are rolling in.
I agree.
The deep. And as always, Quince is where I'm turning for fall staples that actually last.
Of
From
course.
Cashmere,
Yeah.
dun-dun-dun, to denim to boots. The quality holds up and the price still blows me away.
Listen, I'm all about Quince, Dave. You know that. It has the kind of fall staples that I wear nonstop. Like super soft 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters starting at just $60.
Oh, it feels like listening to one of your love songs, John. I've been all over the denim Warren Stretch Slim jeans. Love them.
Yep.
The denim is durable and fits right, and the real leather jackets bring that clean, classic edge without the elevated price tag.
Exactly. And Dave, Quince even has home goods, right? We needed some new silverware, as you point out every time you come over. And we got a Bistro 20-piece flatware set for only $170.
God, you needed 10 more of those. That's great. John, what makes Quince different? Would you tell me?
Okay, let me say, Dave, Quince partners directly with ethical factories and skips the middleman, right? So you get top-tier fabrics and craftsmanship at half the price of similar brands.
Guys, keep it classic and cool this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/Dadville for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
You heard him right. That's QUINCE.com/Dadville to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Dadville.
So what I did was once I got the stain stick, I was like, I went stain stick and it bleached. I'm like, okay, I think the only way to do this is I'm going to apply stain stick all over to try to make this
basically
look
tie-dye it.
vintage, to try to make it look tie-dyed because like it's cool, like super broken in, messed up things are in now.
Yeah.
Like in the vintage to the point where like things are shredded. Like that is like in fashion. So I'm like, maybe I just try to destroy this. So I'm applying stain stick to the whole back.
Like kind of quietly crying.
Oh yeah. I'm like up to the whole front to the back. And we have a baby at this like you know, like this
He's been forgotten.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the amount of time, you know, this is when we only had one. And the amount of time I had to like still devote to, like, I don't have that time anymore. Like there's no way this would. So I finally get to the point where I'm like, you know, and then finally I'm like, honey, can I get a new sweatshirt? And she's like, yeah, you can get a new one. And I ended up giving her brother was in town for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I can't remember when it was, but I had it and I was like, do you want this? He's like, yeah.
Did it end up kind of working?
It kind of worked.
Oh, nice.
And I gave it to him. But I had too much baggage associated with it. I'm like, this is too
Well,
this
for
is
me,
too
it
close
would have
to
been
home.
shame.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's what
I do genuinely want to know, for any listener who knows the secret,
how do
if you get some oil,
right.
is there anything you can do?
But the other
in my
thing, too,
experience,
is
there's nothing you can do.
I think they finish this shirt in a way that's like there's like some kind of extra thing they put on it. And I'm just resigned to like, I'm never going to wash this sweatshirt.
Yeah.
This sweatshirt is, and
never eat anything.
I'm never going to eat anything.
Yeah.
Oil, to me, as a married man, and I would say maybe especially as a dad, because you're kind of helping kids with food, it is
A lot of oil-based food.
somehow, I don't know if we're Grecian or I don't know if we're like from Italy, but like for some reason we must have a ton
Lots
of
of
oil
oil.
in our food.
Yeah.
But I have ruined more curse word shirts with oil. And it's like, and you think by now I know how, but every hack I have, none of them work.
You got to get an apron. Do you ever cook?
Be honest, do you think?
No, you don't ever cook. Well, I like,
Define cook.
yeah. Is microwave?
DoorDash
Does
count?
microwaving count? I've started realizing like, we have aprons. I just need to wear an apron when I'm cooking.
Well, yeah.
Or just when I'm
Because-
home.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would.
ABC, always be cooking.
Always be cooking.
Wertz, it has been. Now we have seen you obviously because we see
Right.
you a lot.
Right.
But
Over 2 years.
It's been over 2 years.
That's
pushing
crazy to
2.5.
me. That's crazy to me because I don't know. Maybe I've just like had dreams or iterations of like, I've been back on there since. Like, I can't believe that
no,
we
it's
haven't
nuts.
talked
And what's
since I've had one child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So what we did was we had you come in and we talked about, which was the only time we ever done that, which was so fun. We had sort of like what we call the pre-K convo. And I realized like not only have we not talked to you after one, you have two now
Man, a lot to catch up on.
in 2.5 years.
Yeah, we're making up for lost time. We are done.
You're done.
We're done.
Officially.
Officially. This is we're making news here. We have two boys. Annie is 40.
Yeah.
I am 63. Look pretty good for 63.
Look amazing.
By the way, I'm going to just claim it. And we're just like, we've got two boys, and we're like, yeah, this is it. I've observed, honestly, we've observed the McLaughlins having two children, and we're like, that just seems a little easier.
Well, Dave and I talk about all the time how 2 is the perfect number for kids.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have any pushback on that.
Well, the world is made for a family of 4. I mean,
feel
like
it is.
it's like the
It
threshold
is.
before you have to buy
It is.
a different car.
Yeah.
Right.
Get like a weird, a more expensive hotel room.
Yes.
That's true.
Like all
You're
the
right,
things
you're
are
right.
made for like a family of 4. And the weird thing is, having 2 kids is countercultural right now. 3 is like the standard. Yeah, that's what you do if you're having a family in America now. It's like 3 kids. Or if you're young and maybe a little left leaning, you have 1 kid.
Oh,
Or
gosh.
no kids or 1 kid.
Yeah, no kids.
But 2, nobody's having 2 kids anymore.
Yeah.
So it feels kind of like
We're
you are-
centrist.
It feels hip hop.
We're politically centrist.
Not even punk rock. It feels
It's
hip hop.
Punk hop.
So, but you're so right. You are exactly. Life in America, at least, really does feel like it's meant for 4. Well, I guess anywhere, because cars are the same in hotel. Well, I don't know about hotels
In Europe?
but like it really, like we have, and I mean, we only have 3. I mean, you and all of us have friends with many kids,
Right.
Yeah.
But I know it does throws like logistical wrenches in our life, because it's like, oh shoot, okay, rental car. Although we can, when they get bigger, it's gonna be a real problem. But like right now, we can still sort of do, okay, they can fit in the back seat, 3 of them, deep, just side by side. But like with packing, or especially like you said, hotels, the trips, like we planned a couple trips for the fall, for the spring, and it's like, I just like I start sweating when I get onto the hotel sites, and it's like, how many people? And I'm like, well, this is that extra one. And 2, I just feel for Sam.
Like,
I'm like, it's 4.
Yeah.
And then Sam will crawl up in Ben's shirt and just wrap around him.
You do the thing where like you dress them up, like one's on the other shoulder, and you put like a big suit on them.
Our little basketball star over here.
Yeah.
They're 9 foot.
Side note, can I say how annoying it is when you're checking into, or you're buying a hotel room and you have to put the age of the kids?
Why do they need to know
I
that?
hate that.
Do you?
I hate it.
I guess
I hate it because you got to like kind of scroll down and you got to find the age, and then you got to do it for the next one.
Dude,
and I'm like, why do you need to know?
I know.
How about scrolling down to find the year you were born, when it's like putting your age in a...
I
know, we're at the point where I can do the
acutely.
one. I can go
one flick.
Yeah,
and
that'll get me into the
you're
region.
82.
2. Yeah.
78 and 79 are way back there.
Yes.
Another era.
But we're here to talk about you, Matt.
Right.
So you've had, again, not just one. You've had 2, and you are in what I would call this is some dark days.
Dude, I'm glad that it is strangely
It's the
refreshing.
closest I've ever gotten to
validated.
Nam. That is the closest I've ever gotten to Vietnam, is the season you're in.
It is so hard.
Same.
It's so hard.
I'm glad that it brings you comfort, because it's dark days.
Oh,
dude.
Those were some of the roughest.
Okay,
of
I
my
want to
life.
give you a little vignette into what happened yesterday morning. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great. So John and I went to a writing retreat yesterday with The Fold. Shout out Leslie Jordan.
shout out Dave, not
great.
getting invited.
It's awesome.
The Fold. It's awesome. It was.
We're working up to
Inviting
You.
me. Hey,
Yeah.
was this for Walker?
And Annie was. We got the kids all loaded into the car, and I mean, this was like Seth was coming to pick me up to drive down there, like right at the time where Annie was going to be leaving to take Walker to preschool or to Mother's Day out, and then my mom holds Ford, the baby, on Tuesday mornings for like 3 hours.
Holds?
Just kind of holds him because he needs to be held 24/7.
So you literally mean she holds him?
Yeah.
You meant to say that word.
Yeah,
She holds him.
She holds him.
She's not keeping him. She is holding him.
holding.
Is he that tactile, or is
He
it just,
he is. Yeah, he is like. That is part of the dynamic that is difficult, is that
he's just always got
really needs to be held. Yeah,
I remember our girls were the same way.
Walker was not like that, so we at least we don't that we remember. That's another thing that's interesting, is that like Annie and I don't remember anything about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
Or 16,
It's insane.
whatever. Like I
it's
don't
insane
remember
what you forget.
Dude,
And
not
you go
to
back
be
into-
cheesy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really think it's spiritual. I mean, you can laugh all you want. I think that is a gift of God to us, because I don't think you'd have more kids.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I agree.
Well, so everything was like, it was already kind of a chaotic, it was a little bit like.
Your mom comes over to get him?
No, I think Annie took Ford this time because my parents live right near where Walker goes to preschool.
Oh, nice.
So it was like drop Walker off, drop Ford off, and then Annie was going to go walk it like Radnor or
Which is
something.
unbelievable.
Right.
When you get that time.
Right. So, however, as we're, I'm able to help get the kids in the car, which is helpful because, it's just like, how do you do that with like one? Like, we have a 23-month-old and a 3.5-month-old. So it's like, how do you do that by one person? So I'm like, I can help that, and then you're gonna get in the car and leave, and then like 3 minutes later, Seth's gonna show up, and then we're gonna go. It's like it was tight.
It's all planned out.
But I go and I'm like, you got the keys? And he's like, no, I gotta get the keys. And the car was unlocked, so I was able to put Ford in there. And he's like, look, I can't find the keys. And typically, that is like because I have put them somewhere.
Oh, uh-oh.
Because
So it's just
like,
understood this is your fault.
this is my fault.
Yeah.
And Annie gets so hot, and I'm like, I'll go look. And like, so our kids now are in the car.
Yeah.
They're in the car, and we cannot find the keys. And then I'm like, ooh, I found I'll grab the spare set of keys. Got them. Take it in there. Clicker doesn't work. Battery's out.
Oh, come on.
So we can't. So she can't. I'm like, she's like, maybe I'll just get your car. My car is I drive a 1989 Toyota Land Cruiser. So it is like not set up for. I mean, it's like we can take the kids, but it's like it's just
nowhere
not,
near as convenient.
Nowhere near as convenient. So I'm like, all right, I go around the garage, get the car, bring it up. We like put the car seats in, and like at this point, Seth is there, and like so we're strapping him in. Annie's like fuming because like again. Can't find the keys. They're probably in my shorts pocket or a jacket or something, and like there's no in my hoodie. There's no rational thought going on because because she's gonna be late, and I'm feeling so guilty that like I've just got to find the keys and like make up for and she goes. And then I get in the car and drive to the thing, and it's not until
everybody's in a great headspace.
I get there and like I check in on text and like she found the keys, and it wasn't my fault, and I'm like relieved. I'm not like dude, told you so, because literally told you so would have been like, it's my bad. Like I own that.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. I mean, and then I get home and it's like 6:30, and like, okay, Annie's got a phone call with her friends that are out of town, and then like I'm putting the kids to bed and feeding Ford and then cleaning the house and then going to bed, and like that's a day.
That's a day.
And like it is that every day. It's some version of that every day, and it just feels like I don't know the last time I showered. Definitely wearing the same underwear I had on yesterday. Maybe the same underwear I had on the day before.
But it's nice underwear.
It's nice underwear.
It's great.
No
you can
grease
go get
stains.
coffee in that
no
underwear.
Grease stains. Yeah. But yeah, so it's I haven't worked in, I don't know, feels like 2 weeks, because last week was fall break, and for some reason, like Parents' Day Out has fall break. I'm like, what do these kids need fall break for?
I know.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe it's for the teachers, but like, so we had to figure out, we get into a certain rhythm, and we're like just barely surviving having Walker there for 2 days a week, and now it's like, nope. So then I'm kind of like, because my schedule's flexible, it's like I'm not gonna sit there and like watch Annie flounder and like drown. I'm like, I'm going to pitch in,
Mm-hmm.
And I work out of the house, so it's like I get a front row seat for like the meltdowns, and there's literally always someone crying in our house.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not one of the kids, it's Annie or I.
Yeah.
And like it's just
having the
so hard.
Having the office or your studio in the house is tough.
I know.
Like when we moved into the house that we're in now, and my little office studio is in the backyard and it's not attached to the house, that was, Amy and I both say that was a total life changer.
So it was good for her too?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because it was hard for me. Like, it's hard for me to hear, like what you're describing, like, I need to, at a certain point, yes, I'm flexible, but I do need to get some stuff done.
Right.
Otherwise, eventually, we will have to sell our house and move back in with my parents.
Yeah.
So, I got to get stuff done, but it's so hard when you're hearing meltdown happening, and I'm sitting on the couch thinking of a rhyme. I'm like, this feels wrong. I need to go help.
Meltdown.
What rhymes with darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you can't hear that, it's It just makes it better.
I really think some of the worst fights that Annie and I got in that season were about exactly what y'all are talking about. Was that weird, like, because, I know this is so on the nose, but our job is just so weird. It's like, it's one thing if one of the three of us is like, hey, I have definitive things that have to get done today because either like somebody needs my mix tweaks,
right?
Because this is timely, or so and so that's going to play guitar on it is waiting for the file,
or you have a co-write,
or I have a co-write,
right?
Like
right?
an actual
or
tangible
even if you're
day.
working on one of your songs and you're like, hey, I have to get a vocal, something that feels mildly definitive.
Yeah,
you have those, right? And then I could look at Annie in that season and be like, hey, like I actually do,
right?
But man, the other 90% of my time is like, what is that bridge going to be like? Or
you're kind of fishing. You're showing up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's hard for me. It was really hard. And I felt a lot of like guilt and shame around this of looking at Annie. Like you said, she's like eyes crossed trying to just figure out, did I eat today?
Right.
And I'm like, I'm going to go sit and I just feel like this one guitar part's not right on the demo. And and she's like, okay.
Or I need to just go and play.
And just, yeah.
I need to play something else to get out of my creative roadblock so then I can find a way.
Or just I mean, honestly.
But
I got to go play to get out of here.
What ended up happening a lot is I would help, but I would be in a
oh yeah
I'd be kind of irritated because I was never irritated with Amy. I would be feeling the like, okay, I'm helping, but I gotta get back there and get stuff done. And then by the time then at a certain point I'm like, all right, well, it's too late. I'll get up early tomorrow and I'll try to get to that stuff. And then I'm helping with bedtime and then I'm like, I gotta get to bed because I gotta get up early. That's the part where Amy's like, I don't want that in my life. Yeah. Like, this is hard enough.
Yeah, don't add
with
to
the
it.
kids. I don't want to be also managing your anxiety.
Right.
So, now that you have your own space, let's just compartmentalize that a little bit more.
Well, I think so much of what we do there, I mean, some of it is, but I think generally, unless you're on a label, which, all of us have been on, you're a little more deadline-centric. People are checking in. You have, like, you have people that are kind of like, hey, John, we need...
You're responsible to some people.
But when you get out of that season of your vocational life and you're releasing your own, it's just there's just not the deadlines kind of go away a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you made them.
Well, you made the deadline,
so you can change them.
You can just push it back.
And so that gets real. Tricky.
I get triggered a little bit, and this is totally me. It's 0% Amy. When I'm like, when Amy's like, what do you have today?
Oh man, what do you have today?
Question,
music, making money.
I have a job.
Yeah.
How would you key change out of G, Amy? Huh?
I know. I want to respond to that with is it any of your business?
And then she can be like,
does that change anything?
It is paramount to her business. She's like, no, it's very much my business.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yes, it is. Next question.
Yeah.
Well. I do agree, though. I think I had a studio in Berry Hill for a while, kind of in the season that you're in right now. And like you said, John, it was sort of a collective with Annie and I both kind of going like, it's probably smart for you to because I think we were still at Walkirch. And it was like, man, just being able to even if some days I didn't even get much done, just to kind of get out of that headspace. So tell me this. So
okay,
child one.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Walker,
rewind.
What's the onboarding in that season with him? Where were you and Annie with oh wow?
Okay, so we could probably go back and reference the first conversation, but we were definitely we are in no hurry to meet this child. We are we like our life. She was late. She was 2 weeks late.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, Doc was like, we're going to induce today. Or okay, we're going to have the baby today. And so ended up having an emergency C-section, which was like, which was fine. I mean, we were just we're just like, we're thinking, as long as everybody's healthy, that's what we're looking for, So, but I think both of us pretty naturally, just like with a lot of ease, kind of like assumed there was like the position of like mom and dad, and like it felt very. It was not that jarring. I felt like after a little while, like maybe being home for a few days, I started like falling in love with my son and feeling like an immense amount of pride around being a dad. And I was like just juiced on like endorphins in a way that I've never experienced before. So like I was like, I got the thing that people talk about, which is like maybe the first time in my life where like something has exceeded expectations.
Wow.
Because I usually am like, I have sky high expectations and I'm usually disappointed in life. Like most of my life, I am bummed out with like things like reality does not meet my imagination of what the thing's going to be. And this was like the first time in my life where it was like, this is better than anything I could have imagined. And I was just like flooded with like love and like just a gratitude. And I mean, it was just like my memory of like those first like 6 months or whatever. I mean, even honestly, like the first, like until Ford came, was just like easy and like was just right. Like
where did y'all move in that, by the way?
We moved
like right before, right?
Yeah, I think we moved October like 3rd, and our due date was the 26th.
That's
but
a
we
lot
didn't
going
end up
on.
having the baby until November 9th.
Okay.
So
you had a little time to get settled.
We did, and I think that's another reason why we were like, baby can stay in there as long as he wants, or we didn't know, as long as he or she wants. We were surprised both times.
That's so fun.
And so we got moved in, and I mean, like literally thinking back on it, I'm like, I cannot believe there's a picture of Annie pregnant in our old house, surrounded by moving boxes. She literally boxed up our whole house.
That's incredible.
Because
how on earth did she do that?
And she was 9 months pregnant, and because my album was coming out, and I was playing a few shows. And like there was just like a ton of. I was like out of town, and like we threw those parties in my backyard for the recently release, and like so like I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
and she literally packed the whole house at pregnant.
Wow.
And there's this awesome picture of just her like with her hand on her belly with her Stanley, water bottle, like surrounded by moving boxes. And I like, there's so many things you look back on and like, I cannot believe that we did that.
That's amazing.
And like the thing that I can't believe we did this time around was a month into Ford's life. So Ford was born on July 2nd. A month into his life, I mean, like Nashville summers are just so miserable, and they persist, and they keep going, and
they add time to the calendar somehow.
They add time. It's brutal, and I'm like, we got to get out of here. I got to get out of here, and therefore
you're welcome to come.
Out of here.
Yes.
So
you're welcome to come.
we were like, I approached our friend who has this mountain house in North Carolina, and I was like, can we use your mountain house? He's like, oh yeah, absolutely. He's like giving the dates. I'm like, is there any way we can go sooner than that? He's like, oh yeah, as long as you're out by, like, we were using it this day, but if you, and like we went on a road trip that ultimately took, it was like a 7 or 8 hour drive each way by the time we're stopping to feed. We took an 8 hour road trip with a 1 month old and
oh my gosh,
1.5 year old to North Carolina, And looking back on that, I'm like, I cannot believe. And Annie now is like, yeah, I kind of like, I let you have that one. I'm like, thank you. I can't believe we did that.
Yeah.
Because that, like, it's still the verdict's out on like whether or not that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was because it was so hot and it was like 75 degrees up there.
Yeah.
And like it was rainy, which wasn't even an issue because like we were like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah,
Like,
you're stuck in the
like
house.
this feels great. And but you know, it was just there's just things that you look back and you can't believe you did it. And I think we'll probably like look back on this whole time and be like, man, either we don't remember it or we made it. I can't believe.
Well, what I
it.
think about
Yeah.
when I think about when Luca was born, it's very similar to what you're describing. Like, it was the sweetest, best time.
Yep.
I loved it. And after Livy was born, it was just having two was so hard.
Yes.
So hard. But what I actually remember are only the good parts of
That's
it.
good.
I remember sort of like the banner over that time is this was like the hardest time of my life.
Yes.
You know. But I don't remember like the actual granular
What was
challenges
Right.
are not what I remember.
That's good. That's good to hear.
What is I mean, this is, I know, a very dumb question, but what do you feel like the biggest difference so far between 1 and 2 is?
The biggest difference is that there is no margin. There's no like Annie's not getting any time. I get time because we've carved out like work hours for me. But again, like we're talking about, sometimes those work hours, what do you got today? I'm like, work, you know, in quotes.
Yeah.
Like, so I get time, you know, and sometimes work was like, I'm going to go to the gym and that part of that is like, there's some networking stuff involved because of like where I go to the gym. And so you just don't know. There's so
You still
much.
doing the Four Seasons?
Still the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of networking with that jet set.
Yeah. Well,
Todd, how was the ski? Did you have a good? How was the weekend in Aspen? Love that.
you just don't know what
Yeah, who you gonna
what
say?
is gonna what's gonna contribute to like the next like thing, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, I think the hardest thing is just like there's no time where Annie doesn't get any time anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and even when my mom is like holding forward and Walker is at preschool, there's still like Annie's still got stuff that she's got to do, and or minimally she's thinking about.
Yeah.
So there's like brain space. Like there's never a time where her brain isn't cranking on what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's the main difference. Which
You know
I'm
what's
sure
great?
everybody would like. I'm sure that everyone can relate or has been able to relate. We're just doing it later than a lot of our peers.
Do you think when you think about that, that's such a good point. Do you feel like there's what are the pros of that? You know, of like having kids later in your life.
Oh, the pros.
What do you like
of
about
having
that?
kids later? Well, one thing I like about it is that like Annie and I lived
Yeah.
a lot of life.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
and we have like no regrets.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy's tattoo? There's like a meme about it's like he's gotten tattooed like no regrets, but it's misspelled regrets. I'm like, this is too funny. I hope that's real. But so we literally like don't have any regrets. Also, I did a lot of my hustling in my 20s and early 30s to the point where like I'm just not hustling anymore. And because I'm not hustling, like I'm around, I don't really have the same like urgency to like be on the road all the time like I did. If I had kids when I was 20, like I wouldn't know my children would not know me, you know? So there's like, I do feel like I kind of like got some stuff out of the way. So I feel like I'm like a very present father. Now, what more likely would have happened had I had kids in my 20s is I probably would have like gone and focused on my kids, and I wouldn't have done
Yeah.
what I did musically, with my career. But I got to do it.
Yeah.
So like there is this sense of like, yeah, like I did all that, and this is better. Like I don't want any of that back.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here wishing like, oh man, I could be playing like whatever. Like no, like I got to do all that.
Which
awesome.
Probably had you had kids earlier, and you probably, like you said, would have stopped and focused on your kids. You would always have that voice in the back of your mind, probably.
Yes.
Like
what could this have been?
Yeah.
So I think that's a big benefit. I also think we like just from a just where we are like in emotional maturity, I think is like way beyond where we would have been earlier on. So yeah, I mean, and it's also nice to like be able to, I mean, okay, it's nice to have people who have gone before to say like, to kind of give some hope and, a vision for the future. But I'm also like realizing, oh dude, I mean, like finding the people who are like in the same life stage as you is like, you just cling to them. Because I mean, even something as small as like going over to another family's for dinner.
Oh man.
Who don't have kids in your same age group. It's like, oh, this is so stressful.
Yeah.
Because like you've got like there's booby traps all over here, and like I'm like constantly like
Yes.
and when you go over to somebody else's house who's like got a toddler, they've got
the gate.
Oh yeah, everything's already like ready. Not to mention they're like, yeah, it's okay. Like
they're in that.
Meltdowns
They're in that.
Here too.
They're
Yeah,
in that same.
There's no.
That's a
Your
great
kid's
point.
spilling milk on top of already spilled milk, so it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's like, and we've got like between like Brad and Allie, and then friends Beth and Teddy, like we just are like,
it's so helpful.
To,
that village thing is such a real thing.
It is.
Even for just like, can we come over so we don't have to entertain our kids?
Oh, dude. I mean, what do you do with the last like 3 hours of the day,
bro? That is
the 4 o'clock to 7:30. I mean, when back in the day when Dave and my kids were younger, just being able to like pop over to the Barns or they come over, even for 45 minutes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It takes so much of the
Oh my
that
god,
makes so much sense now. I mean, I don't think I understood. Also, it's just given me so much like appreciation for like you guys who've like gone before. I'm like, dude, I don't have any energy left to pursue any friendships.
Yeah,
right now.
tough.
It's like at the end of the day, it's 7 o'clock or whenever after Walker goes down. Like, I don't want to leave the house and go hang out with anybody. Like,
which is saying a lot because you were such a relational
yes,
dude.
I want to sit on the couch and like just like decompress for an hour and a half, and then I want to go to bed at 8:30 because I'm gonna have to get up at 6 tomorrow. So that's the same with like even with like drinking. It's like I might have like wanted to have a cocktail or like a bourbon or something before I went to bed, and now I'm like, dude, I don't know what tonight's gonna be like. So I don't want to have to like I want to be
so
clean minded and like and I also don't want to have any issue getting up tomorrow. Because it's only gonna affect me and like Annie. So yeah, it's I just appreciate and I understand like so much more. Even like I feel like we've been like the generation of men like our dad's age and stuff, like looking at it and like wondering like who are their friends, I'm like, I see how that happens.
100%.
I get it. I get it. And I'm like, this is something that you like have to fight for because I just understand it's like so it can happen so easily.
You know what's it's funny, I've thought about this a lot as our kids have gotten older, it's like the pattern of my life is so interesting now where it used to in your season when they were little. It's just kind of chaos, and it's not very relational with them. I mean, it is, but not like it is now, obviously, where they're little humans,
Right.
And so, we're kind of like chasing them around. We're doing all these things. You're still doing that. Like, I'm still doing that now, but that's my life now. Like, so in other words, like every morning I go to Annie and I go, what is my day today? And now she knows that and thankfully, which you'll get to, like I can work, like they're at school and you have a whole day. It's awesome. And so now that's not, it's so funny how those seasons change. Cause now that's never, I mean, at most Annie will be like, hey, I could really use your help. Like, with whatever for like an hour today.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like that season you're in where you're like kind of fighting for your time.
Right.
It's kind of like,
I mean, in like 5-6 years, whenever Ford is in school full time, it's a totally different.
It's so
then
different.
the next, whatever 13 years will be that
thing, which everything I hear is like, it's no less. It's just a different kind of hard.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But it's also a different kind of fun. And I think what surprised me maybe the most about being a dad and a parent is that if I this is maybe, if some people may hear this and be like, that's so sad. But if it weren't for my kids' schedules, I don't really know what we do in the afternoons. You know what I mean? It's like, I love that like today is a great example of a day for us. Is like, we get up, we take the kids to school. Obviously, I'm sitting here with y'all. Annie's, I think, running some errands, and she's going out to the cabin because somebody's doing a photo shoot today.
Cool.
So she's doing that. So she's, she's sussed out. Ben has a soccer game today for the school at 4. Sam has a baseball game at 5:30. That is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I think what has surprised me the most, and I remember laughing with a friend of ours about this because his kids were still young, and he was saying, like, I can still feel myself fighting for my territory in our marriage and family life. And I was like, there's going to be a day where you stop, and it's really liberating because
That's
you finally
key,
get to
when you get to that day where you just let it go.
You give up.
And I don't think I don't think it's where you are. I think it's too hard. I would have never been able to do that when they were little because I was still like, I need to get stuff done. But there's this really wonderful thing when they get a little older, life sort of gets a little more sussed, and you go like today, like, hey, what does my day look like? And he's like, all right, you got to grab and then this. And I'm like, great, all right.
I think even if I were like, and I know this, and this is where we are, and these early stages of like being parents. But like one of the things that my Annie has a hard time with is like she doesn't want to be the only one thinking about the schedule.
Yeah.
So if I said,
right.
what's my day like today, she's like, she kind of resents that, like, why am I the goalie of like what
of
life? Like, I don't want to be the goalie.
Was it Morgan Cutlip?
Goalie is great.
We had someone on
mental load. Yes,
the mental load,
bro.
That's the whole thing. That was a eye opener for me in this regard. What you're talking about, Wertz, is like I do want to be sensitive to, making sure at least Amy knows I'm willing to take on whatever needs to be taken on. I don't have to be the dumb buffoon who doesn't know anything, and I can just go pick up the kids when she tells me to pick them up.
Yep.
But at the same, I don't know if Annie is like this. Amy likes the idea of that.
Yeah, Annie's exactly the same.
But she's like, when it comes down to it,
let's be honest,
she wants to be the one that keeps track of it.
And I just know with Annie, she's just so much more clued in on the movings.
And this might be one of those things that like will be, I don't know if this is like the distribution of like responsibility and everything. Like I will never know. Like I think biologically there's something. Now, like maybe like I could be totally wrong. So it feels like biologically, like I am never going to understand what it is to be a mom.
Yep.
And I wonder if there's things that they're thinking about just naturally that I'm never going to think about.
Yes.
And so it's like, but there's things that I'm thinking about that you're never going to think about. And and I guess I would just like for that to be seen as valuable too.
Yeah.
Because it almost feels like, the only thing that carries any weight is like what's happening with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm figuring out how to sell your business.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to people off market about selling our rental property.
Yep.
And there's other stuff that I'm kind of shielding.
Yeah.
I'm handling.
Yeah.
So I think just finding that, and I do really anticipate and will welcome that moment where we just kind of both surrender into
what those things
this
are.
is just
I feel like those first 3 or 4 years, watch what I do here, are like a snow globe. Christmas is coming. Y'all make sure to listen to
Stream it now. You can start streaming it.
What a
now.
song that is, by the way. That is a bop of all Christmas bops. Shout out to Maddie Diaz.
She sings on that.
BGVs.
Dude, that's but not featured, but she is.
She's in there.
She's a
but
BGV.
I just think that first 3 or 4 years is a snow globe. It's like your life just gets shaken so hard, and everything is in the air, and it's just a free for all positionally.
Yep.
With you and your wife, with roles, whatever.
Yep.
And I think it's so beautiful when I think even maybe you said this, John, but even when they just kind of start doing like preschool or something, where it's like. I'll never forget that when it was like all of a sudden Annie were like, we have like 2 days a week where all the kids are kind of spoken for, just 2 days a week, and it was like, whoa,
yeah,
Look,
you want to go have you want to have a lunch date?
Yeah, like we're getting land back.
Yeah, you want to go see a movie?
I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah,
and so. Even it's like with each season where you're kind of getting more of that back. To your point, it is funny. it's you said that so well. Like I remember, I'm not speaking for Annie, and I never will. But I remember feeling like you could feel things settle in.
Yeah,
it's like all the things you fought about. Where it's like, why can't you just do this? Why can't you do this? They just naturally sort of take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Well, in that snow globe era that you're in right now.
Yeah.
I think like 2 things that I noticed, 2 actual things that made, if there were no other elements in the mix, these 2 things change everything. It's like if you're taking some sleep away from both of you, and neither one of you are sleeping super well, that on its own is going to change everything. Also, you said there's always someone crying. That there is a stage of life when you have more than one kid, I guess.
Yeah.
That there's always going to be someone crying in your house. And I remember thinking, Amy and I talking about this, like when we just had Luca, we're like, I think part of the reason why a lot of marriages experience strain when kids come along is literally just one of us is holding a screaming baby. And the conversation that we're having might have no tension at all.
Yeah.
But tension is added just because we're like
Cortisol
our
levels
mirror
are up.
neurons.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, and can we talk about like okay. So
Sex,
I'm a
bang,
social
bang,
Jason, get ready to edit.
Yeah, I'm a social guy. Out and about, walking the kids, if we run into someone and our kids are melting down,
Oh man.
and the person we're talking to isn't like
cluing in.
ending
Right.
the conversation, I'm like, hey, we gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Like there's the baby's crying, Walker's starting to
Twitch.
It's like, please let us leave.
Yeah.
Please
I don't care about
Will you free us?
Well, yeah,
Unmoor us to this conversation.
yeah. We
Push
gotta
the boat out.
Like the stroller needs to keep moving so the baby will shut the up, and I'll talk to you later.
you just keep.
Yeah.
Where's I do? Well, I'll just kind of walk with you. Okay.
No, and you know what's great is that we ran into my sister lives in the neighborhood. One of my sisters, I have 3, and we ran into her from across the street one day, and we were on the end of our walk, and so it's like we were like it's time to go, and Katie's like, hey, and she's about to come walk over. I'm like, I was like, we're melting down over here. She's like, oh, got it. And she just like kept walking. I'm like, great. Like, I don't have to there was no
But the person with no kids is like, oh, tell me more. That's a conversation starter.
And can I be so bold? Hey, can I be so bold because I was this guy, and I say this because I shot it and I've got it.
Yeah.
Your sweet single friends who I gotta be careful.
Jason, get ready for an edit.
Who not only, gosh, Lord, forgive me. Everybody that hears this gets mad at me. Like,
please forgive me.
But like your sweet single friends who not just want to hang, but they talk about themselves the whole time. Oh, it is just like. And I was that guy. I remember with Ed, especially Cash. Shout out to the Cash family. Like when I was working with him, it was just always about like, dude, okay, I got this thing. I'm trying to.
And how stressful it's been.
Okay, that's interesting, Dave. And then not only that, but do you think I should get that new guitar? I saw Taylor, and he's like, what are we doing right? Can you not see anything that's happening in the room?
Everything you just said is stupid.
It's dumb.
Now leave my
cares. Nobody cares. And I'm not. I mean, I'm saying that because again, I can't tell you how much I was that guy. But I think as you start, putting your family together, and you have visitors over, you're kind of like, ooh, okay, this is gonna. Let's just clock. Let's clock how this is gonna go.
It's a dynamic.
But you know what I want to say? I think this is so true, and I'm sure there are books that would dispel this notion, but I just don't think there's a way to do it really well.
Yeah.
It's just, in other words, like I really think it'd be akin to like a guy or girl that's going off to boot camp, and you're like, hey, do boot camp well.
Yeah.
It's like, really do boot camp well.
You just
fall apart well.
Just
survive. You just want to survive.
No, it's like you just. And so I think the grace we all have to have in so many moments of parenting, you know, in any season, because they've all got this. But I think I would say, really, especially the season you're in, there's just no. You have to chuck the metrics. You have to chuck this sort of idea of like,
chuck the metrics.
Are we doing this? I feel like we're not. Do they cry more or less than other kids? It's like you just want to get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, and of course you do want to be present. You want to be, but at the same time, it's just like, man, this is the most taxing part of, I think, parenting. As far as, because you're not just emotionally spent, you're physically spent. It's like everything that can be taken from you is being taken from you. And so I think to some degree, to your point about with Katie or whoever, it's just going, look, man, we're just trying to get
hold on.
Well, look, let me also add to that. The other morning, you sent me a video, and it was early. It was like pre 7 o'clock, maybe.
Oh yeah, easy.
You and both the boys were out on your back porch.
Yeah.
It was like a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Like when I see this video that you sent, it was so sweet. And there's a part of me, of course, that I'm like, God, I miss those days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, like, so you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it well, you know?
Man, thanks.
At least in that one moment, you were doing it well.
That's
and again, it's kind of it's a funny combination of thoughts that, and also it's like you kind of can't do it well,
right?
So it's beautiful because it's just like
just doing it is doing it well.
Doing it is that is wonderfully said.
Yeah,
and Jason, that's our title. Just doing it is doing it well. And LL Cool J would have loved that.
Doing it well.
I will say one of the greatest gifts that we have been given is a babysitter who is willing to take both the baby and Walker. And so we have
for
a regular night.
Like a week.
How many weeks?
For a week at a time. Every Saturday, Friday, like, so once a week. And it's either a Friday or a Saturday night.
Oh, you told me about this.
And we get to have a date night.
Yeah.
And for a
where
while,
y'all just sleep at a table.
We realized, well, one of the things that we're excited about is going to see a movie.
Booths.
We're going to go to a movie. Like, you realize
and sleep.
Going to a movie is like
it's a
luxury when you have kids. It's like, dude, how, like, so I want to go see a movie. We both want to go see a movie. But we've been able to go to like several parties.
Because
we like went to a couple concerts, like. And I'm just like, this is, I mean, we feel so like refueled when we have had time.
Well, it's like a little hope.
It's a little hope.
It's like you just get that little bit of hope. You're like, there's something on the other side.
Well, it's something to look forward to too.
Yes.
Like there was a time like a month ago, I was like sick for. I felt like I was sick for so long. I got sick and then I got better and then I got sick with the same thing again. I'm like, what is going on? I think it was allergies because I started taking allergy meds and it took care of it. But there were times when and it was like this body fatigue. It felt like I had COVID, but I didn't have COVID. And I was just like, this is the rest of my life. Like I am like I don't have anything to look forward to.
That feeling is that was the end of me. That feeling.
Yeah, there's nothing to look forward to.
Oh my gosh.
And
Dark
I
days.
feel horrible. I'm like just staring out the window, holding my crying baby boy, and I'm like, this is pretty dark. It's over. You know,
everybody out there is having so much fun and free.
Yeah.
They're doing whatever they want.
Everybody just got a raise.
Okay, can I ask you this? We actually haven't asked somebody this, and I'm really fascinated with this. Of the new technology of stuff.
That's a great question.
Okay, because this, we're Sam's 9 now, so we're like 8 years kind of past, 7.5 years past this season. What is the cool new stuff that y'all have loved that's like the baby tech?
Oh, baby tech?
Yeah.
Baby tech. Baby tech.
Baby tech.
Well, I think the number one thing we utilize that we've probably been like, dude, the Doona. Do you know about the Doona?
Oh, is that the thing that rocks your baby?
No, that's a Snoo, which we have.
Why is everything from Sweden? That's the Snoo.
So
the Doona. The Doona. The Doona.
Yeah, it's true. Doona. But the Doona is the car seat that flips out with the legs. With the legs.
Yes.
There's a
I
stroller.
almost had another baby so we could use that.
They came out with that as soon as I got my vasectomy. I swear. Because we had a dinner at our house.
Doona is actually vasectomy in Swedish.
It's John's vasectomy.
I'm going to get the Doona.
I remember this was like right afterward, and the Haywoods were over.
Yes.
And they had this little thing that they popped it out, and the wheels came out, and I was like, I could have used that. That could have made my life so much better.
That thing
like
is
8 months ago.
incredible.
It's awesome. I don't even know what life... Okay, here's the other thing. I can say, and I do know the difference here because we've had a car seat that did this and didn't do this, and now we have a car seat that does this. The car seat that swivels.
Oh yeah,
so
I just
like
saw this the other day.
It's like it's mounted in there, but then it swivels so that you can just put your kid in right in the door, and then you swivel them into place. That thing. So we have that in Annie's car, but in my old car, we just have like the old style, and literally I'm like wedging.
Oh yeah.
I'm like picking Walker up and like wedging him in, like holding him horizontally to fit underneath the door frame, but into the. And I'm like, dude, the swivel car seat is a game changer.
Doing that in the summer, like I can immediately be back when it's like it's 1,000 degrees
kid.
outside.
Yep.
You just took a shower, you got your clothes on, and you put your kid in the car seat like that, and then immediately I'm like, I need another shower.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I need a swivel
So
or
what
a
is
shower.
what is this? Tell me about the Snoo. That's the sleep thing.
The Snoo is the sleep thing. It's the guy that kind of like wrote the book, The Happiest Baby, on the block. He wrote the book on that, and he has like a sleep training method. But he developed this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And what it does is it has a proprietary sleep sack.
Okay.
That then clips into the side tells the bassinet that like there is a baby in like properly secured in this, and then it will turn on. And what it does is it starts out, it's like a gentle rocking, and there's white noise. So it just swivels like this. But just
the entire thing,
just the inside. So like it's like you're putting them on a platform with that's like,
so it's not connected to the edges.
It's not connected to the edges, and the edges, but you can't tell when you look at it. The edges are like all this like woven material. So it's like, it just kind of does this real gentle, and then as they cry, as they make noise, it increases its intensity.
But it has like sensors. For
It has sensors that pick up on the level
on the noise,
on the noise that the baby's making, and it raises the volume of the white noise.
Oh my gosh!
And the style of the white noise. So like at first it's just like. Yeah, and then
like brown or white or whatever kind of noise.
Yeah, and it'll when it gets real intense, it'll be. But the thing is, every baby responds to it a little different, and Walker did well with it. I think Ford he gets freaked out if it gets too intense. So I don't know if it's like actually we're actually kind of afraid right now. Ford is still in the room with us in the bassinet. And
in the Snoo or just a regular?
In the Snoo.
Oh, okay.
That's the Snoo bassinet. And we are closely approaching the day where
he'll move out.
He needs to move out, and we need to start sleep training.
And
that feels like it's going to be
intense.
But
that's where you would
take
hope
him
that works.
out.
Well, the thing is, he's going to outgrow the Snoo.
Oh, yeah.
Like what do you do after? Is there like a level up from that?
No, it's
just a water bed.
Yeah, it's a water.
It's like a 1987.
It's huge and heavy, and getting it on the top floor of the house is. But yeah, it's just a crib.
So that Snoo is only meant for the first few months.
It's meant for the first.
Okay.
Basically, like it's got a weight limit. I think it's like maybe the first 4 months or something.
Okay.
Or if he gets too tall, the baby gets too tall, and like he's hitting, like his head or the edges. So, yeah, we're gonna have to, he'll move upstairs, and unfortunately, like Walker and Ford's bedrooms are like next to each other, and so we have a lot of fear that like Ford's crying in the middle of the night is gonna wake up Walker, and we're gonna have a mess on our hands.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but if I remember right, and I can tell you from experience, kids, gosh, somebody listening to this, I'm already expecting someone's like yelling, again in a Corolla. Why would she be in a Corolla? You'd be in a Corolla. But I think there is some weird phenomenon where kids up into a certain age basically just sleep like dead people. And I can tell you, so in other words, I think I wouldn't be surprised if y'all are fine. Because
if
there's
Walker
something, and I will tell you, we had a smoke alarm go off in our house. I will never forget this. And it was like, smoke alarms.
Yeah. Oh, I know smoke
None.
alarms.
If anyone knows
Bro,
smoke alarms.
Bro.
It's smoke.
I mean, yeah, if anybody knows smoke alarms.
None of our kids woke up. And I'm talking like,
whoa.
And I was, of course, my heart rate I run and I finally figured I'd turn off. And I remember looking in every room and dead asleep, all three of them.
Whoa. Dude, that's awesome.
So I think there is something about.
And Walker's a good sleeper. So I will, he's, with the exception of like he'll wake up, he will like cry out in his sleep sometimes, mommy or daddy. And it's like so sweet and sad. But I think he's just like having a dream or something. But with the exception of that, he's not like up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's on the horizon for us. And we're like, Ford's dresser arrived today, so we got to get that up in his room, and then we're gonna start. We got it painted last week.
What color, Jugga?
It's kind of like a pistachio color.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. Yeah. And we did the thing where
That's your hoodie.
Yeah, it's it's lighter. It's a little lighter than this, honestly.
I love oil-based paint.
Oh yeah, we went. Actually, I mean, we did.
It's tie-dyed.
Yeah,
Matt went in with the Tide stick, and he just hit the walls.
Yeah. We did the thing where you paint the trim and the ceiling the same color.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it looks awesome, and then we'll be able to start putting things. Like we've been gathering some things, and we'll be able to start like decorating it. And we got a hand-me-down crib from my sister, but we want to spray paint it. But I'm trying to find like a water-based like. A non-toxic spray paint.
I was going to say, yeah. You go up there
and
Ford's got like a third eye. You're like,
Yeah, right? Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to paint this thing. It's not going to, because every kid, I mean, Walker at least, like, eats his crib.
Yes.
So, like I go up there and there's, like, chunks taken out. Like,
oh,
what?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember taking our crib down for the last time. Like, we didn't need it. Like, Livy was switching to a regular bed. And seeing the other side.
Yeah.
of like the part that you wouldn't see walking up to the crib. Yeah, and it looked like just a pack of dogs. And I'm like, what is in my daughter's bloodstream right now?
Yeah. Hey, that's McLaughlin DNA.
What's done is done.
We were given the other crib from the Heaths, from Brandon.
Oh,
and Steve,
yeah.
And they were apologetic and like, yeah, there's some like, bite marks and stuff. And like, so and there weren't that many. I'm like, oh, this is like not a big deal.
That was sweet.
And like I like got a little wood pin like, but dude, Walker has he's put way more in there than they had,
Yeah.
like, so
There's no, is there anything cuter? Oh my gosh, than a baby in their onesie, or not even a baby like Walker's age now, toddler, that is standing, just woken up from a nap, smiling, creasy little
Hair
face
everywhere.
I love it.
Oh, it's the best.
I love it. And
they're warm.
I miss it.
He's really fun in the morning too. He like wakes up, he's like ready to go, and he just starts talking immediately. And one of his favorite words is basketball, which sounds like babu ball. So he's like babu ball and the babu ball and the babu ball, and he just starts pointing. And when I get up there, he'll just start pointing things. There's a painted picture of like a cowboy over his over Walker's dresser, and at one point he's like Dada, like pointing to the cowboy, like that looks like Dada. I'm like, yeah,
I'll
like
take
that.
the stash.
And then I'm like, I don't know. He's like, Mama. I'm like, no. You like, do not call. And now he knows that's funny. He's like, Mama. Like he's like saying that the cowboy looks like Mama. I'm like, don't say that to your mom.
He's already getting into
He's like,
comedy.
Yeah, he's fully knows like what things I think are funny, and he wears it out.
Yeah.
He also, this is crazy. I would say like, as soon as he could start talking, which was like maybe at a little bit after a year, he started saying boot and stuff. He pointed to the baby monitor in the room, the camera, and he said "Mama." Pointed to it and says "Mama." Like he knew that like mom was on the other end.
Oh, I didn't know if he was going AI.
Yeah,
like where things are going.
No.
I was like, God, he's so perceptive.
No, he knows that
He's like,
mom's
GPT.
on the other end of the
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how do you know that?
That was some of the fun. I have some hysterical memories about like our kids getting busted. Like when they're little, like where they're cognizant.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, like they drop down the crib and act like they're sleeping again.
Maybe that's what it is, because you can talk.
Yeah,
to it. Yeah. And like Annie's voice, it'll scare the dickens out of me sometimes. She's
Oh
like,
God, so
like,
loud.
What the heck? Yeah. So, but yeah, dude, it's I would say like I don't think there's like one kid that's like harder than the other. It's just like it's just the trying to negotiate, like navigate and negotiate like the two is a new thing,
It really, I know you know this, it really does just get better. This, as you know from Walker, like this, you are in the depths of the darkest, deepest part.
It's like going into the military.
It is.
And I can speak with authority on that.
Yeah, because
speak to this.
I came in real hot on that.
I was really excited.
It's like you go to boot camp, they just break you down. And then slowly you get built back up, and you get like tiny bits of like freedom, and like, when they can brush their teeth on their own.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's one less thing that I, have to bend down for.
Man, speaking of bending down, John was talking about throwing his back out this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's one less thing you have to worry about.
Just when you're pumping up a volleyball on fall break, just be careful. Keep the back straight.
Gosh, I did mine breaking a box down. A cardboard box. Yeah, I was just stomping it. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. This is what's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell the people what's going on. Just read us in.
Hey, well,
what's on the horizon?
I will say there has not been much going on up until
been in Babyland.
Well, you just explained
we've been
everything
in
that's going
Babyland.
on.
I kind of I literally just kind of blocked off the back half of the year because I'm like, I don't know what it's like to have two babies. So, but one thing that's like very, very cool is I'm doing a thing that our friend Steve Mokler started called Song Portraits, and it is essentially you can make an offer for me to write you a custom song that you can give to someone that you
It's
care
so
about.
cool.
So like the offer window is open right now. It's open for a total of 10 days, and I've got 10 open spots over the next year that I will.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to basically I'm taking 10 bids. I will select based on a compelling story and like what you offer financially, and I will write, and you can find out all the information. There'll be a link on my website, mattwertz.com, or on my Instagram. There'll be a link in the bio.
So they would like give you all the information.
Yeah,
Here's-
we'll
I
send
want
out a
this for
questionnaire.
my wife.
Yep.
And then you would write the song and record it.
And we'll also ask like reference songs that they
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that they
cool.
like. And it's cool because there's like the kind of the bass level is like guitar vocal.
Yep.
And then you can upgrade by like you can pay a little bit extra and get handwritten lyrics that can be frameable, or you can upgrade to like a full produced.
That's cool.
Track too. So, but it's like a very unique. It's a very unique gift, and I'm excited by the challenge of writing this way because I'm usually writing really for myself, and this is kind of like the first. Like this is kind of will be a fun exercise in like writing for someone else. So
God, that's so great.
It's
All those sorority girls that were at UT are listening. You
Yep.
can have the guy who sang Red Meets Blue.
Yeah, you got kids now. You
Yeah.
know, you're 10 years into your marriage. You know, you want to give your husband an anniversary gift. Like, this is who I.
It's such a great idea. Mokler was out with me last year opening all the shows, and we had a couple really fun conversations about that. And he told me that y'all were talking. I was like, I don't know if y'all had talked yet or y'all had been into it. It didn't matter. But I was like, Matt Wertz you need to tell because he will have really good ideas about this.
And I do think I definitely have like had a fun time looking. I've had a fun time giving feedback on some of their ideas. And I think my feedback's been helpful, but I just double checked. Songportraits.com is also where you can find information. And so the idea is, and the thought is for Song Portraits is like to have like different like quote unquote drops of like, okay, Wertz is available. Wertz is for this time, and then like next month, like John's gonna have a bid or an offer window open, and then like the month after that, you will have it. And so there's a limited window. You have to kind of act on it, but like these are all people who have active careers, who have real fan bases, and who have a point of view and a voice that will really contribute to like what it is that you want to say.
If some of my favorite artists did that, I mean, I would absolutely.
Emily Sayers like writing a song for Annie.
Forget about it.
Like for
what
your anniversary.
Unbelievable idea.
Yeah. By the way, have you guys watched the Lilith Fair documentary?
No, but I really want to. I feel like this is the new like Billy. Everybody was talking about the Billy Joel documentary.
Yep.
And then now everybody's talking about.
I haven't heard anybody talk about it. Is it good?
It's amazing.
Wow.
Well, part of it is the nostalgia factor for me. You are seeing like Sheryl Crow in her she's like a little sprite. She's got the short haircut. She's like at her peak powers. They're singing. She's singing with Bonnie Raitt. If it makes you happy, but like
one of the best choruses,
dude.
ever written.
I mean, like you're and the Indigo Girls and like just seeing all this behind the scenes footage and like hearing about like just how like the Indigo Girls like really set this like kind of family tone and that like. They really like ushered in this like.
Are they going to do it again? Because
I don't know. It feels like this.
It feels
would
like
be
they should,
up. And it feels like
should
it
be part of it.
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't realize that Sarah McLachlan was like the driving force behind it, and Terry McBride, who was Sarah's manager and started Network. Who was like I was managed by for a while, and I loved working with. He was the it was she and him that.
By the way,
started that.
it's probably because of this. Now I'm putting two and two together. She's been doing interviews. Sarah McLachlan looks great.
She looks amazing.
She looks great,
dude.
Honestly, I was so encouraged to see how healthy.
Everybody in that documentary looked amazing.
That's so great.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. It was just cool. I was smiling.
Did you ever go? Did y'all go to one?
No,
No,
I never did.
And you know why? I'm like, and they kind of addressed this is like there was just kind of a stigma, like
guys,
especially in the 90s,
felt like you couldn't go.
Yeah, it was like it felt like you couldn't go, even though I loved all the music that was there.
I mean, Surfacing is one of my favorite albums of all time.
It's so good.
I listen to it regularly.
I'm going to listen to that again.
It's so good.
But like it was her,
Cheryl,
Indigo Girls, Sheryl Crow, Lisa Loeb, right?
Lisa Loeb, Natalie Merchant.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, now granted, I think they kind of had like a rotate because not the same, but then India Arie would be on some. Missy Elliott was on like the last year.
Wow.
They had. I mean, it was just like the Who's, like if you were, and it was also a very specific time where like Liz Phair was on there. Yeah. It was just the Pretenders.
Yep.
It was just Dave Matthews.
He wakes up in the morning. How about Sarah McLachlan, everybody?
Nobody knows like what's going on here.
Why is he here?
By the way, do we think we're about to experience like a Dave Matthews where we're just like into Dave again?
Bro, I'm there.
Are you?
Well, here's the thing. I have these headphones that I use when I swim, but I can't stream.
Can't hide money. Jeez.
Yeah, you're talking about your hoodie. Let me top you with these headphones.
Friggin' swimmable headphones.
But I can't stream. So I have to use only things that I've bought on iTunes.
Oh my gosh.
So that is Sarah McLachlan and Dave Matthews, basically.
Dude,
I've got
right now.
Love in the Remains.
Oh my gosh.
I've got on there because I had that on iTunes. But so I love it. So I'm listening to like all these records that I listened to back in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
And that's what you're swimming to.
Yeah.
So like you just get out of the pool and you want Mountain Dew and Pizza Hut. You're like, does anybody have any Doritos? I don't know why, but man,
and I want to go rent a movie.
Yeah,
I'm just.
Dude,
oh my gosh!
And have Dave and Matt over to spend the night.
Yes, you guys want to sleep in a dorm room?
Get some diesels.
I want to go to Goodwill and get the tightest shirt possible.
Yeah, for my bell bottom jeans.
Oh,
and boots with the fur. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, Maddie, we love you. Thanks for coming on.
Love you, Wertz.
Bye.